welcome back to the TORFAC Show. I'm Preeti, your host, will be bringing the engaging conversation with our industry expert, Puneet, Geetu, Todd, and JR. Grab your coffee. We should do it and let's get started.
Thank you for having me.
But first question with you, Todd.
You're the chosen one.
Yeah. What is the biggest challenge you face in your role?
Biggest challenge I face in my role is probably just the way the industry is changing from things that things you've done a year ago are different in today's, world, the industry that we're in. So just being able to adapt, and try to be as proactive as we can, but we'll stay up to date with what's going on. That's probably the biggest challenge for me. I thought he was going to say working with me, so let's go.
It will be a nice one. Okay, same for you, Pete. What is the biggest challenge you face?
So basically, I think it's not a challenge, but I would say in finance, the biggest thing is to make sure that you are updated with what's happening around the world in terms of changing regulation, taxation. Because right now we work in different countries, and keeping updated is something which I believe is something either it can be I take it as a challenge and it's part of the role. And this is something very, very important for finance to work well.
Great. So, Geetu, how did you spend your boss salary?
Oh, that's a long, long time ago. I think the first thing I did was probably go get a slightly more decent cell phone for myself. I think the second splurge I did was in a nice digital camera.
It means you have a lot of salary.
Maybe I got the camera the second month. I can't remember. But yeah, the first thing was a decent, definitely a decent cell phone. Yeah.
And same for you, Jia.
Mine was easy. My first salary, I was just engaged. We're planning a wedding. So all the money that we were making was going towards the wedding and saving for the honeymoon.
So
I didn't buy anything, but the money went to something very, very important, obviously. And we just had our 32-year anniversary yesterday. Congrats. So
wow, congrats.
Money is well spent.
Very nice, actually. Okay, so moving forward, so Puneet, what advice would you give to someone new in your field?
I think I would say hard work is definitely very important in a finance role. And especially making sure that, you are updated, right? Because as I said earlier, this is a challenging role. This is something where a person needs to make sure that, especially in the initial phase of their career, they should make sure that they should work more and more, because that helps in the later phase of the career. Like I started my career in Big Four, right? I worked very hard, few years, maybe 12 to 14 hours a day. And that helps me now, because whatever exposure you got in various industries, various companies, at that stage, meeting various CFOs at the initial stage of your career. And my advice is, just work hard, get into a consulting company, Big Four, and do whatever you can for next 5 years at least. And that will help you definitely in the later phase of your career.
Yes, very nice. Thank you. Okay, so Todd, tell us your most memorable day till date.
Most memorable day was probably the day my son was born.
What?
It was definitely a life-changing event. So I would go with that.
That's cool. Okay. And you, Jia?
I was supposed to say my wedding day. I was supposed to say when my children were born. But there's been a lot of memorable days. Obviously, those are the big ones, but we're going to have to get back to me on that, because traveling is a passion. So there have been a lot of amazing, fantastic, memorable days with traveling around the world. Too many to choose one. I know it's a cop-out answer, but that's my final answer.
Most of our travel budget is you by.
What your memorable day?
Me too. I think it's I think what I remember is when I think I got my first puppy home, and she was like 32 days old, like a really tiny one, Labrador. And I just had those memories etched in my mind. The first day, the first couple of hours, what we spent with her. And she was Zoe. She was the best dog in the world. Yeah.
Nice. And you, please?
So I think for me, definitely when I became my CA in the first
Wow.
and that is memorable because, I come from a lawyer's family. So for me, getting into a law was very easy. Just joining my dad's practice. But at that time, obviously, CA was a harder option. But I cleared in first shot. I think that was something I would definitely memorize it every day.
Great. Okay, so moving forward to our next question is for Chia. So, what inspired you to pursue your current career?
Like many people in the marketing research industry, I don't know that I pursued it. I happily stumbled into it. There's a study years ago that I think 95% of the people in marketing research didn't intend or go to college to be in this industry. Yeah. But I had the fortune of starting out at Gallup. Gallup is very big on putting people into the right positions based on their personalities. So my career was able to start in something that was tailored towards what I would be successful in. And I still wake up every day 37 years later, excited to go to work. I don't tell people I have to go to work. I tell people I get to go to work because you're always learning something new. You'll never be an expert in this industry at anything.
Great. What about you, people?
Wow. Okay, I think it's kind of similar what JR said. Market research particularly just did happen to me.
It finds you, right?
It just found, yeah. But in general terms, I would say that, with me, it was more about at that time, I started my career into project management. So I just happened to be a good communicator, and I had that personality where I could, gel or make relationships, build with people. Customer servicing was something which I was good at, and it just happened to me. And then I think there was no looking back. Moving on, I took up more roles which kind of matched my personality, getting into, up to managing larger teams, building relationships, people, managing teams at the end of the day. So I think that's how it worked for me. And I think initial thoughts, it's funny, but I've told this before, like when I was this very studious kid and my first default choice of career would ideally have been becoming a chartered accountant, because I'm in the same commerce field like Puneet is. And, everybody thought, okay, she's going to be a CA, studying that. And the day I saw the books, they went from this level to this level. And then I thought, I think I need to speak more than being this, because this is going to take me up, books are going to take me up. Yeah. I'm more of a speaker. And that's how, I got into no, I'm going to get into customer services. I've been training. I've been into training and development. I've managed teams, people, and leaderships. Now, that's how it happened. Otherwise, I would have probably been which one? Yeah.
Competitor.
If I had cleared it,
yeah. She's competitor. Okay. So moving on, next question. So Todd, what's a professional skill you have currently working on?
The professional skill I'm currently working on, probably just trying to use the word proactiveness, trying to stay ahead of the curve, being able to identify potential challenges that are going to be coming up soon. You really can't 100% prepare for that, but just trying to do a better job watching communications, emails, things like that, system developments, just trying to stay ahead of the curve of how, as I said earlier, the industry is changing. So just trying to make sure that the systems that the teams use will be adaptable as we move forward, and just trying to be proactive, being ahead of the curve, that sort of thing.
Yeah, great. And you, Jia?
Repeat the question. I'll try and answer it exactly.
Okay, sure. Okay, what's a professional skill you are currently working on?
Dealing with the mindset of Gen Z.
Yeah.
Sales is sales. It's relationship building. It's, staying on top of what's changing in the market, but everybody has to fight that same skill set. But I think one of the things we see in the industry is the inter-office relationships, the relationships we have with our clients, learning how to communicate differently between me and Gen X, Gen Y, Gen Z, millennials. Everybody has a different style, and trying to hone my skills on understanding how to communicate with different generations is always going to be a challenge, and something you always want to continue to build as a skill set.
Yes. I think we all have to change. Yeah.
The world's changing.
Yeah.
It is.
It is. Okay, so John is finished. Now we are going to a fun segment or like a rapid fire. So start. Well, let's start rapid fire. Okay. So I just put a question and you all just quick answer.
So what sequence are we going to follow?
No elaboration, just
Just the word.
Quick answer.
just the word.
You want to elaborate?
Well, you know me.
Okay.
No, it's okay.
Okay. Coffee or tea? I think
We'll start the sequence. Yeah.
sequence, yeah. Coffee, I think.
With me? Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Ladies first. Yeah, right.
Definitely tea.
Okay. You?
Tea. Yeah.
And
Coffee.
Coffee.
what?
Caffeine.
Yeah. Coffee.
I never drank coffee in the past, but I started to, and then now I have to have my morning cup of Joe.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. Beach and mountain.
Mountain.
Beach.
I'm going to say beach.
I'm going to say mountain. And if you want to know why, it's because I still have sand in my car from 5 years ago when I went to the beach.
Oh,
You should come to Canada.
Okay. Morning person or night owl?
just definitely a night owl. I can never even go back to a career which needs me to wake up early mornings now.
Trying to be morning person, but right now it's night.
I know.
I'm worried.
Oh, wow.
I'm the
No,
first one up in the house, take the dog for a walk.
nice.
But how doggy manage?
I mean,
One time?
I have, being as clear-skinned as I am, I have thin eyelids. We don't have blackout curtains in the bedroom. When the sun comes up,
People stop.
it wakes me up. So I come up with the sun.
That's cool. That's good. Cat or dog?
Dog.
Then, sorry.
Fish.
Artificial fish.
Side virtual. We never had pets.
No. Okay.
I'll go with dog.
I love both, but I would edge towards dog.
Yeah, that's good. Summer or winter?
Oops. Both are harsh here, actually. But if I had a choice, winter.
I mean, after living in Canada, obviously it's summer, right? We need sun.
Miss the summer, yeah.
Winter.
And being the opposite of Puneet in the South, I like winter.
Okay.
Because our winters are like his summer.
Okay.
Come to Canada.
Okay, books or the movie?
Now movies. Previously, sometime they were books.
Yeah. Okay. And you?
Movies, but I'm just trying to be
He's trying-
side.
Go back to the books.
Go back.
But now still it's movies.
Movies.
Books.
Nice.
I have a short attention span. It's hard to sit through a whole movie.
Okay. Pizza and tacos.
Pizza.
Pizza and tacos.
Sorry.
Tacos.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Tacos.
Wow.
Okay. Okay. So next it's comedy and drama. What?
Let's say drama.
Okay.
Comedy.
Why?
I'm not going to touch that.
I know.
I used to like comedy, but now I think the past few years I've been liking trap. I mean, all the web series and movies which
Yeah.
go on that,
Comedy.
Comedy.
Okay. Chocolate or vanilla?
Never vanilla. I don't waste calories for vanilla. I'd say chocolate.
Vanilla. I mean, I don't eat too much, but whenever I would just
Nice.
I go vanilla.
Okay. Wow.
Really?
I think boys definitely like
I mean, I get that from accounting, but from you?
Where's that? Yeah. Boys
I'm
are
chocolate.
okay.
Singing or dancing?
See, that's it. That's fun.
Yeah.
Still say I like dancing now, but I'd still say my first love singing. Yeah.
singing. I don't.
Yeah.
Obviously not dancing, but singing, obviously.
Oh, with me. It's a
I'd go with dancing alone.
that would be nice.
I'm going to go with observing. And I am not good at either.
It's a cop.
So making fun of it.
So singing, but nobody wants to hear me singing.
To sing here. Yeah. That's not what we said. I know we're
We can try.
Yeah.
We can try.
I've sang karaoke once in my life.
Wow.
That was 20, 30 years ago. Aretha Franklin's You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman.
Wow.
It was a lot. I lost a bet. So,
Oh, there's more? Oh, yay.
It's like good.
We get the hamper.
So anyway,
Hampers. I started, so I should get the one ready for you.
yeah.
Okay. We'll come to that later.
Another one is like a
Rapid fire started.
rapid fire done. Yeah, that's
Now she's getting into more
interesting.
deeper questions.
Question. So we start with the
Oh my God.
just start.
Don't look at me.
Yes, you.
She is looking at me.
So, if you could switch job with any celebrity, who would it be?
Oh no. That's a tough one. I can't think of actually a name, but celebrity.
We can switch. You can pause it.
You can pass it.
Oh, I can pass.
You can skip one minute.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't prep for this one. Sorry. Yeah, I should say that.
Yes.
Yeah, could I pass this one and take another one?
So you can switch in discussion. You can switch in
So
discussion.
you'd say pass.
So, nice.
Pass the question, yeah.
Should I tell who I'm passing it to?
Yes.
Like, I can pass it to Puneet. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you said celebrity, right?
Yes.
I would go with cricketer, definitely, because I used to play cricket a lot.
Yeah.
Virat Kohli, I mean,
Interesting.
if I could, yeah. He's a celebrity, right, of course. So
Yeah. Oh, yeah. As for you, yeah.
no longer with us, but Anthony Bourdain. Travel the world, travel different foods, meet new cultures.
Okay.
Absolutely, Anthony Bourdain.
Wow. That's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So move on. Next question. What's the weirdest thing you have ever done in an office meeting? So who would like to answer it?
I think I've done something very recently, something. I can take that out. If Todd wants to go first. Or I can.
no, even both of them.
Yeah, we can. So I think
The
You're
weirdest.
I can start.
Wait. Is HR going to see this?
Yes.
Good one. Yeah. I think I can start.
Okay, you can.
Yeah, Todd, you can think till then.
Yeah. If you, yeah.
This was really funny. I think some of the guys know it also, the story. So, I had a few people in my office. I just call like impromptu meetings. Sometimes I'm very engaged while I'm speaking, like heat of the moment. And, when there are times I'm also hungry when I'm stressed. And I try to distract myself from trying to eat something actual. And then I have like small bottles of spray mint in my cabin, which I just, use it like a filler, like because I'm not eating, it just gives me something like a taste in my mouth. So I had like a spray mint lying next to me. And then I also had a similar pocket-sized perfume, same shape bottle and same, which I usually keep in my cabin, like pocket perfume. And because I was just so busy and so like, talking to everybody, and I just reached out my hand here because I want to pick up my spray mint and I want to spray it. And I actually picked up that perfume, the same shape bottle. I sprayed that in my mouth. And then I jumped up my chair and I'm like, I rushed out of the room and everybody's like, what happened to her? And I'm like, I ran to the washroom. I'm like, need to gargle. And it became like a big, good joke. Yeah.
Right.
So that was good. But it was also fun.
That is weird. Actually.
It was very, very like just so impromptu. I didn't know like what did I even do? It was fun.
Yeah, that's a weird. Actually. Yeah, Todd.
The weirdest thing I've done in the meeting? I have to pass that to JR.
Okay.
Jen looks. Jen wanted to answer that, right?
Yeah.
How do I finish this? So we're in a meeting. It was when I was back at Gallup, and Gallup used to do a lot of political pollings. And we were talking about the upcoming Texas elections.
Okay.
Except I garbled my words and I did a different word than I should have used. And we're going to leave it at that.
Oh.
The upcoming Texas elections.
Upcoming
Texas.
election. I think I can think a bit, but yeah, you're right. Let's not repeat.
It was embarrassing.
But I can-
it was
I think
weird
we'll be able to get
in the
this.
moment.
Some words got mispronounced and up and down. Okay, kind of.
Let's move forward.
Please.
Okay. So, Geetu.
Okay.
You can't pass. You can only pass once.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God, I'm going to try it.
Okay, if you had a warning label, what would it say?
A warning label for me?
Yeah.
I think you should be actually asking this question to my team. But if I were to say it, I think it wouldn't be, I wouldn't be pushing it too hard if, if I say danger for 40 volts.
Enjoy. How it's so.
Yeah, I think that kind of still matches my personality. So I can say that. Danger for 40 volts.
What do you think, so?
Stay up.
What's that?
Danger.
Danger.
440, like,
Oh, yeah, labels.
Yeah. What would your label say?
My label would probably say it would be a speed limit sign because I like to drive fast. So I don't know if I can. Can I do that?
Get off.
Excessive speeds ahead, maybe.
Oh yeah, get off my way. Have a driver coming.
Drive it like a
Passenger at your own risk.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Go on. Good one.
Good one.
Puneet, you want to also try this one? Do you have?
I would go with the next question.
This one?
What are you all saying?
Oh, okay.
Let's try something.
About it. But you could only eat one spoon for the rest of your life. Oh, what would?
Rest of your life.
Yeah.
It's so difficult. Like, I mean, I like chicken.
I think I knew the answer.
I like chicken, but definitely not. I mean, instead, that's the only option. Then it's chicken, but it's difficult.
Core chicken.
Todd, what?
Tacos.
Oh wow. Love of your life.
Yes.
Oh,
Jill.
Like grandma's lasagna,
Oh goodness.
which I miss.
And interesting.
Yes.
And be next. Oh, I can take another one. I don't think I'd be able to stick to one food for my life. I need variety.
Great. Back.
Is buffet.
We talk about next one is if your office were a reality TV show, what would be it called?
If our office would be a reality TV show, what would I call it? I take it.
Good call.
Okay, well, I definitely can't call it the names of the series that I'm watching nowadays, like Sex and the City or Desperate Housewives. I think I'd call it Modern Family because in the end, we are a family and, Gen Z and everything like you talked, plus we have diverse set of people around. And I think I end up playing varied roles for people, sometimes it's like, so in a way it's family, sometimes a mom, sometimes like a sis, sometimes like a, men. So yeah, I think Modern Family works. Yeah.
If it's Q4, it's Survivor.
Oh, interesting. Wow. Perfect.
Well played.
Todd.
Good one.
I would go off the Survivor format.
Lovely.
Good one. Yeah, good one actually. Okay.
That's fitting. That's perfect.
Okay, yeah. What one thing you have always wanted to learn but never did? Okay.
More languages.
How is that?
I am extremely jealous in traveling as much as I do that I know why. And sometimes I don't think I know that one very well. And when I hear other people, I remind people that I work with all the time that I'm so envious when they can speak 2, 3, 4 languages and be fluent. And I'm behind the curve, and it's our education system. It's the way we were brought up, but how would it be?
You, Todd.
Me? Guitar.
Guitar?
But I don't play guitar.
So, last. Puneet.
I mean, I would say swimming. I swim a little bit, but I was a little scared initially when I was a kid. So I would definitely go for swimming. Should have been better. Yeah, it's required, right? So.
Thanks.
Actually, no, I wouldn't say there's anything that I wanted to learn, but I couldn't or didn't. I'd rather say I wanted to know it, but I think I've tried to learn but I failed miserably at it all the time. So I wish I knew driving and I wish I could drive, but I can't drive. So that's the mistake.
Same.
Say,
Good one.
What's the most adventurous thing you have ever done?
Most adventurous thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a spot one. Okay. So, I mean, of course, a lot of adventures in general, I would say, with travel and memories. But I think this one should qualify, I would say. See, I think people take a lot of time in deciding when to marry, how to marry, whom to marry, plan their weddings. But I can proudly say that I got married overnight. Like, I got married in one day. And that was probably the biggest adventurous thing I did and even the biggest risk that I took in my life.
Okay. In one day. No, I won't.
Like overnight, like pretty much like in the evening, like we're just talking and then like next morning, let's do it. Like let's just get done with it. More like that. Yes, that's why I said, there's just so much thought people put behind before marriage. And that moment, the only thing I thought was like, okay, let's just do it. And, I think I take pride in that was an adventure and a risk. I'm a risk taker.
Yeah, for sure it is. Actually, at New Year. I think we had.
So many.
they're up.
Yeah.
And I just had one and it just kind of lit it off. Go to Todd and we'll come back to it. I have to think of it.
Okay.
We're the most adventurous. I'm not a fan of subways at all. And
You're welcome.
traveling with someone who's to my left, he drags me onto subways everywhere he can. Something about subways just, yeah. So I'm going to go with subways. I know it sounds cheesy, but that's one.
All right. Puneet, anything adventurous you did besides studying CA? Because, chartered accountants are very studious.
So I did in one of my initial, after I qualified as a CA, so I joined a company. It was a travel company,
Okay.
So there was a official trip, which there was not a choice to. You had to go. So they had a plan. They planned a trip where it was a 15-day trip with in the camping, rafting, staying in a forest. So generally, I prefer my vacations to be in the city, not go to camping, staying in all those tents and everything. So I think that trip definitely it was adventurous for me because doing rafting, you're not good in swimming, right? No matter what.
Out of your element.
You're left in a forest for some activities alone. So I didn't like that definitely, but it was too much adventurous for me because I generally prefer my vacations to be in the city, go to New York or Amsterdam, just stay there. So I think that was definitely I would remember. I never did the same activities again in my life.
Oh.
That was kind of first love, right? So,
Done. Okay, so the last question for...
Oh, we had it. JR had to get back to the adventure.
I knew you were
I thought I might have thought of it.
It wasn't so much an adventure, but it was something definitely out of my comfort zone. And that was becoming ordained in order to form the wedding for a couple and the boy I coached since he was 5 years old.
Okay.
And when he was an adult, he's still good friends with the family. And my son asked me to perform their wedding. And for someone who is comfortable speaking, I was scared to death, but it was going on a journey with a couple and learning them. And I was glad I did it, but it was scary.
Lovely. Yes. Okay, so moving for the last question for the day. Okay, so yeah.
Tacos.
What one advice you did give to youngster? Yeah. Give up. So start with, as usual, with you.
Some advice. I think I keep doing it almost every day. Yesterday I gave 2 sets of advices, and I think I can clearly remember those 2. So of course, there's one thing which I'm a big sucker for, and I think I've said that many, many times, that especially with the young generation, I keep telling them that, guys, mediocrity is not something you aim for. You should always try to aim for excellence. Okay, that's one of my pet advice and I firmly believe in it, because we have enough population in the world who's already there, and mediocre. Okay, so probably if you want to get noticed, it's gotta be ahead in the game. Okay, and then there's one on a funner note. I would say something that I've carried on from my learning days, something that probably my bosses, some seniors taught me, and it is abbreviated. It's called CYA, and then the abbreviation goes cover your ass. So that's one of my big advices. Yeah.
You. I would advise definitely, and I generally advise these days also, I think whenever, as a youngster, in your career also, if you are thinking about the next road, you think that you need a, let's say, promotion, don't ask for it. So just start working, assuming that you are at that level, and start performing in that way. If you're doing that you don't need to come for a promotion. Like, for example, if you're a manager and you want to be senior manager, don't come, start doing that. From next day. If you're doing those activities, you think that you're a senior manager, you're doing it, you don't need to come to anyone for a promotion.
Yeah.
If you're creating the dependency as per that role, I think why not do that, right? So that's what I always advise.
Great. It's true. I take your advice. Wow, nice. Yeah. Good.
What I would tell my young self.
No, what you would tell
So,
what you would advise her
advice.
to a team member.
Go with what Puneet touched on earlier, like work ethic. There's always a saying that I used to always tell the teams, we work hard, but we play harder. One, to have a strong work ethic is important because it gets you, focused, gets you determined. But at the same time, life's too short. So, as you're still work hard, make sure you have time to step away, relax, blow off steam. So work hard, play harder.
I said it earlier, and I don't have to go to work. I get to go to work. And I would recommend that people, as they're discovering who they are, as they're coming out of college, and find something that you're passionate about, find something that you enjoy, and lean into it. That can be your career. I never thought I was going to be where I am today. I don't think you ever saw yourself doing what you're doing today, but it just clicked with us from a personality and a happiness perspective that we stayed with it. And if you're in something that's not fulfilling and not making you happy, make a change, make it early, be bold about it, but find your lane and lean into it.
Nice.
So,
Cool.
so this is for today.